Six Talks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Six Talks.
We're back again, baby. Woo! I have to keep it chill. My voice a little.
Yeah,
bit.
Yousuf has been sick.
Yeah, I'm recovering, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because like it's actually such bad timing because this is like a busy time for us at Six Talks. We got the NBA Finals going on. We got my
the
mock
NBA
drafts
draft.
going on. You got all this stuff, all these
Off-season
trades,
stuff.
the rumors, and I'm sitting here like dying. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How'd you catch this?
I don't know.
Are you sure it's not COVID?
I think I got it at the hospital when I went to. Spoiler alert! I went emergency as well because my kidney was bleeding.
Yousuf was peeing blood.
Yeah, so
Because you ran too hard.
No, because I got kicked in the. I got hit with a ball into my kidney. So yeah,
You ran too hard.
Listen, with all due respect, like yo, I was fine anyways. Like it's not like I was a wuss or anything. I just had to go because there was blood in my pee. Like it's not that. But yeah, I think I got sick from that. Honestly.
So you didn't have to stop playing sports.
They said what's it called? Until I got like a second test, I had to stop. And then when I got the second test on when was it? Wednesday?
Yeah.
They said I could go back right away, but like as a precaution. Like technically, like I had my kidney was bleeding, so it needs time to like heal. So I had a precaution.
So your kidney was bleeding?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
actually kinda-
Shut your
kinda
ass up,
scary.
bro. But yeah, I'm fine now. I'm chilling. Physically, I was never hurt or anything as well, so it was whatever. It's not that big. It's not that deep. But yeah, I miss sports, man. I miss basketball. Speaking of which, you know, anyone else is neck heavy. Honestly, I'm waiting to do this because we won this like 2 weeks ago. Is anyone else's neck heavy, guys? Anyone else's neck heavy today? Just as a reminder, Mahdi, who did you have winning the finals before him?
I had you guys losing the finals.
Yeah. By how much?
At least 10 points.
At least, and he actually said 20 points at one point. By the way, so yeah, I'm very happy, very proud of this achievement. For first time I've actually
This
won.
is
first
the-
league I've joined.
This
First
is
medal.
this is the
100%
James
win rate.
Wiseman.
100% win rate. So that's all I gotta say.
This is the Patrick McCaw ring.
Yeah, but
The
it's
G-
a ring's a ring, man. A chip's a chip. You gotta celebrate them where they're at.
Come back this season.
I will come back next season, 100%.
Come back from Masamin.
I'm not playing in a league that is. How far is it? Like 25 minutes? 30? Yeah, allow that, bro. Screw
I'll
that.
take you.
Every weekend?
I'll take you.
It's not about that. I'm just not trying to experience the drive every single weekend.
Hey, with me in the
How
car?
long? Yeah, with you in the car, bro. That makes it 10 times worse. At least
Yeah, it makes it fun.
I go on Go Bus from Hamilton to Richmond Hill like pretty much every weekend just to come back. That's chill, you know. I sit on the Go Bus, you know, AirPods on, maybe watch something, watch a movie.
Okay,
or
so do
whatever.
this.
Yeah.
When do you take the Go Bus?
I don't know. Depends on my schedule.
So why don't you stay in Hamilton until Saturday? Come to Masamin.
Yeah. And
Force
then
the
go
game.
back to Hamilton?
No, then go back to come back to Richmond Hill.
So I'm going back to Richmond Hill to stay there for one day, and then I'm back to Hamilton the next day.
Yeah.
That's even worse. What are you trying to? If it depends on my. Oh God, I'm already screaming. You know, it depends on my schedule. If I do have like another day off on Friday, I might. But like, I don't know, man. It's not. I don't know if it's worth it as well. Like,
Just come.
Huh?
It's like this league.
I don't have to decide right now, do I? Like,
You guys do.
what the?
Because signups are gonna close.
Has this
Like
started?
I mean, signups don't close, but they go by pretty quickly.
I didn't even know it started. I can't lie.
It starts in September. Signups will start in 2 days.
So I can't decide right now if I wanted to. Even if I wanted to,
You
I
can't
couldn't say.
decide right now and sign up when the registration's open.
Yeah, but what if I change my mind in 2 days? So
Then-
right now, my opinion is completely useless. It means nothing.
That's
But
kind.
yeah. Anyways, we won. Quick little chip.
I was the commentator. Got into my Mike Breen
Yeah.
bag.
I had a lot of fun this year. It helps when you're with a good team, but like
when you have the best player. On
when
the
you have the
team.
best player in like.
I can't lie though. I will say, Yousuf did have a really big basket.
Yeah.
He really did.
Nah, my one basket was like, you want to know why? I was so shocked that he passed me the ball.
Who, Raza?
Raza?
But that's what Raza. Like, I genuinely don't think Raza cares about winning.
Yeah, no, he's a good captain.
This is
honestly.
to whatever to him.
Because like leading up to that basket, right? They were hitting shots, but also
They cut it to 7
Bro,
points.
the two, and I didn't know this at the time, by the way, which is like crazy looking back. They had. I honestly wouldn't have taken the shot if I knew it was a 7-point game, bro. I'm letting Rosa chuck it, but what's it called? The 3 shots that we attempted leading up to that was like a Zucky 3. Which he like bricked, a forced like layup from someone, and like another brick from another guy. Like 3 shots in a row where Ruzza didn't shoot it.
Yeah.
And for context, everyone, Ruzza's like the Wemby of our league. So like, when you're giving up a run, you should probably give it to Victor Wembanyama. So like at that moment, I'm like, all right, he's gonna go. They brought full court pressure. Ruzza attracts like my defender, so I cut. And he actually passed it to me. I'm like, all right, I'll just put it up. And it went in. So
Yeah. And
thank
then
God it
Zucky
went
hit a
in.
huge 3.
Yeah. And right after that, bro.
Yeah.
It was,
And then that was kind of the nail.
I was so proud. I was so proud of our effort, man. To miss 2 of our
two
of our better
starters.
players.
They
2
missed their best
starters.
player as well, though.
But like, bro, it evens out, man. You had Yousuf Abbas starting in a championship game, man. Let's be honest. That ain't it, bro. Like, but yeah, it was a fun season. I'm happy.
Ruzza dropped a quadruple double.
Which is nuts, by the way. Like,
I think they added 2 steals.
I know I heard this. Yeah, I heard the attitude. But hey, man, you gotta for the post, bro. You know what I mean?
For the post, but it also makes the league look worse. Like, it looks like there's no comp.
Nah, what's the difference between 8 steals and 2 steals, bro? Like,
10 just looks more thing.
That's
Anyways, let's get to actual NBA talk. This NBA Finals has been amazing.
Yeah.
You and I talked about this kind of, that we were really excited because it's 2 small market teams. In the video we posted, it's 2 teams that have never won an NBA championship. And everyone, all these like weirdos on Twitter being, oh, it's not good for the ratings. This is going to be one of the worst finals ever.
yeah,
Game 1 already was probably, like, I think from game 1 alone, that had the potential to be better than the past 2 finals before that.
yeah.
Because last year was terrible. Miami was terrible. The Miami and Nuggets one was terrible. So, but all throughout, this finals has been amazing.
Yeah, it's been super good, and I will say the playoffs in like overall has been insane.
I think the only one downside about this playoffs is the injuries that have happened.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of stars that got
and we
injured.
haven't had a single good game 7, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but I mean,
like from the game winners to the upsets,
the big comebacks.
the comebacks.
I mean, when you talk about comebacks, it's literally just Indiana.
Yeah, it's no, but it's like insane. OKC as well, bro. OKC
Yeah,
had the
true.
biggest comeback.
Oh, yeah.
It was
The
these
Grizzlies.
players where they had the biggest comeback in NBA playoffs history, and like they had a comeback against Indiana,
Pacers, yeah.
which now looking at it in hindsight, it saved their season. Which like they went from being 3-1 down to being 3-2 up. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like if they lose that game, they're 3-1 down. They won it. It was 2-2.
exactly.
And they won the next one 3-2.
But
so.
like, this series could have been over if Tyrese Halliburton doesn't.
You know what I
get that.
mean? Which I love that. I love series like that.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like,
and
it's literally.
I said it before the finals, man. If Indiana manages to shock me again, I did not see a path for them winning
literally, bro,
these finals.
we were so low on, like, you specifically, like, before the season even started, you were very low on them.
Yeah.
You said this was like the Atlanta Hawks of the Indiana Pacers.
No, literally.
And you and I, like, midway through the season, you're like, yo, you're a genius. What were you cooking up?
Yeah.
Let's make a post
No,
about this.
literally.
And then right after, January 1st hits, and they're like, oh, maybe we should start trying.
Bro,
And it's just been a whole nother
Yeah.
experience.
And they've
from
been
them.
like, it's been like competitive, man. It's been so goddamn competitive. It's insane. Like, I don't know how to like put it into words how like shocked I am watching Indiana and how quickly they can turn it up on offense. Like it's ridiculous. It's kind of like OKC-esque. Like if you let them get going, they will torch you, man. You saw that in game 1 or game 1 at the end. You saw it in game 3, and then you saw it astronomically in game 6. It's like insane. And I've said it before, man. If I said the point that OKC can beat you with a couple of players playing bad, but Indiana can't beat OKC unless everybody plays well.
Yeah.
I might take that back, bro, because there've been players that have struggled in certain games where others step up.
Yeah.
And namely their bench, man.
TJ McConnell has been
Like
probably one of the best 6-man.
he's the Fred VanVleet of these
literally
for the Indiana Pacers. And like while we're at it, like there's been players. The Yousuf player of the week this week is going to be Miles Turner because he has been the one player that has consistently like struggled. I have the stats here. He's averaged
defensively. Like one thing to mention though, like his offense has been terrible. Like literally in our group chat, someone asked, "Did Miles Turner get injured or is he just ass?" And I'm like, ass. Like you know, but like there's points in time where I don't know if it was game 1 or the other game they won where he had 5 blocks and he's been good defensively. And one thing before you mentioned is Chet Holmgren hasn't been any
That was
better,
my other nominee for that. But I think Chet has had like a couple more games where I'd say he's been more consistent.
I think he starts the game off.
I think he's just been shooting really poorly for Chet Holmgren, which is actually kind of sad because you remember coming out of college, he was taking pull-up like threes and transition, and like now he's bricking open threes. He's shooting 11% from 3 in the finals, which is like really bad. Miles Turner's not doing any better. Like and the rebounding's been super bad.
Yeah, what was his stats?
I don't have the percentages unfortunately, but I have. It's about 34%. He averaged 4.5 rebounds.
That's terrible.
Really,
did you see TJ McConnell out rebounded?
Sorry, he shot 37% from the field, 20% from 3. So yeah, Miles Turner has not been bad. TJ McConnell has been out rebounding Chet Holmgren and Miles Turner combined, which is like insane to me. But yeah.
The big game from J-Dub, that was huge. That was electric.
That was bro. That put him in another tier for me. It was insane. He was
Game
just
5,
he was finding his shot so perfectly.
He just couldn't miss
the threes. Like I saw a clip where someone said like, "Yo, it literally looked like there's a magnet on the rim because the ball looked like it was going off, but then it goes in anyway."
You know who shot looks like that every single time he shoots it?
Yeah.
Lou Dort.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy's shot looks
because his arc is so high, so you
yeah.
think it's gonna like clank, but it goes in every. Lou Dort's been pretty good this.
I want to ask you. I'm gonna name the NBA Finals in the past year, and I want you to tell me if you think this Finals is better or the one I named.
Yep.
Okay. If the OKC Pacers cleared that Finals.
Yep.
Boston versus Dallas.
It's got to be OKC Pacers.
Yeah.
That wouldn't suck.
Denver Miami.
OKC Pacers.
Warriors but Celtics.
That is tough, but I will say OKC Pacers because I think Boston lost it a little bit in that series.
I want to say I think the games weren't as close, but you have that game 1 comeback where Celtics come back down 20. It was 2-1 going into Boston.
No, great series, but I mean,
I don't know. I feel like this is tough. I mean, I'm also a Warriors.
Yeah, you're biased a little bit, but like, what's it called? I think it's tough to beat a Game 7 in the NBA Finals.
Bucks
That's
Suns.
gonna be really tough. That's also really tough.
That was really good.
I think I would go. It's for similar reason. I think Phoenix you could tell it was swaying towards Milwaukee. They went down 2-0 and then they won 4 straight. So like you could tell the series was leaning towards Milwaukee. This one I have no idea. I'm struggling with Game 7, man. So I'll go OKC Pacers.
Raptors Golden State.
I'm biased.
Yeah,
I'm biased.
Oh, I forgot Lakers Heat.
Bubble. Nah. You just knew the Lakers.
Like
would
you
win.
knew the
Raptors and Warriors one is tough. I'm very biased, so I don't like want to speak on it.
Yeah.
But like from just a game standpoint, man, I think it's actually OKC Pacers.
But I also want to say like the Raptors Warriors one. You never knew who was gonna win.
Yeah, every single game was close.
Right.
Clearly, we don't know who's winning.
Yeah.
But that's what makes this series better, in my opinion. We thought we knew who was going to win,
Yeah.
and now we have no goddamn idea who's winning this Game 7. And that is the cooler things to me. When someone who you don't expect to do anything, I was like, when Indiana won Game 1, I was like, oh, cool, wow, that's going to be a great story. Incoming OKC, four wins in a row. They blow them out, or not blow them out. That game, I think people give Indiana too much like crap for that game too.
Which one?
The one where they won by like near 20. OKC.
Oh yeah.
But like that game was pretty. Like,
but that's what
Indiana were forcing a little bit of a comeback at points.
That's what
game,
OKC does though. Yeah. Like when they lose a game, they will come back, and when they have not lost back-to-back games,
which is why this Game 7 is very interesting. How Indiana is gonna. It's weird. I've never.
So wait, one thing to mention. You think this is the second greatest finals after the 3-1 comeback?
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay.
Bro, it's tough to beat, man. It's been so good. Like
it's been electric.
Maybe it's a little bit of recency bias, but like a little bit of recency bias ain't hurt nobody. You know? I'll say like it's it's the moments, man. Like the Halliburton game winner. There's been some intensity.
J-Dub 40 point.
J-Dub 40 piece.
The Shea takeover.
Yeah, TJ McConnell, Pascal Siakam with one of the best posters. I don't care if I'm exaggerating. One of the best posters I've seen in my life. Like, it's so insane. And apart from that, man, off the court, bro, the memes and the jokes that we've gotten from this series and these playoffs,
such as
the Haliban jokes, the Shea aura jokes, bro, like the friggin' devil worshipping jokes, bro. They're insane. They're so funny, man. And seeing Pascal Siakam's eyes roll back on Twitter go crazy was the funniest thing I've seen in my life.
Did you see the meme where like they zoom into it and then you zoom into J-Dub's eyes?
Yeah, and it looks like he's getting possessed, bro. It's so funny. I saw a meme where they showed they showed Pascal Siakam with TJ McConnell's grandpa. And then they cut to this Family Guy clip. You know Joe in Family Guy? No. The guy in the wheelchair? Oh my god, what an uncultured bum, you guys. But yeah, there's a character in a wheelchair, and it cuts to Family Guy where the Grim Reaper is pulling him away. It's like, no. just to say as if like he's talking about TJ's grandpa. So these finals have caused us so many incredible memes off the court.
And everyone wants it. Like, you know, like Halliburton. One thing I want to say though, what game? TJ McConnell when they went down 3-2 going into Indiana.
Yep, 5.
What?
Game 5.
Yeah, game 5. When Tyrese Halliburton was like lingering injury, TJ McConnell like took over in that third, and it was like a 7-point game.
They should have closed with TJ McConnell. Yeah. And again, like looking back, man, OKC if they lose this, they're gonna be pissed about that game 1. If Indiana lose these finals, they're gonna be so pissed at game 4. And honestly, even though they lost OKC were pretty decisively the better team, they're gonna be pissed at game 5 as well because they ruined a TJ McConnell masterclass when he was cooking. You know, if Tyrese Halliburton's even a little bit better, they win that game. Like Pascal Siakam's been the most consistent player. He's probably gonna win Finals MVP if they win it. But like, man, you can't waste games like that. Andrew Nembhard really struggled in Game 5. He looked something looked off about him. Bounced back incredibly in Game 6.
Amazing. And one thing I want to say, I feel like defensively, Shea much rather verse Neesmith one-on-one than Nembhard. Like, bro,
Andrew Nembhard.
You always talked about this about Andrew Nembhard defensively, and I never really understood it until now. Like, it's been amazing, and we've talked about this like off camera, but we say that like Indiana came out of nowhere with like being good at defense, and they had the tools to be good defensive.
No, literally, yeah. Like you look back at last season, you're like, why the hell were they so bad defensively? They had Miles Turner, they had Aaron Neesmith, they had Andrew Nembhard, they had Pascal Siakam. They didn't play team defense.
Yeah,
this year they're playing defense as a team.
Like a string, bro.
Andrew Nembhard has gone from putting clamps on Jalen Brunson. Like, not clamps, but like, he had a great performance against Jalen Brunson, and he's doing the exact same thing to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's insane to watch, man. It's like the ball pressure that they put on, the adjustments that Rick Carlisle has made. Incredible coach, by the way. Like, he's done
his coaching
so
has been
well.
Amazing.
He's, in my opinion, he's outcoached Mark Dagnall. 100%. I think he's been forced to make a lot more adjustments than Mark. And like, it's so scary, man. In Game 7s, man, are so goddamn scary because on OKC's side, maybe goddamn Ben Shepherd has the greatest shooting performance of his life, and that's the reason you lost the NBA championship. Maybe Isaiah Joe can't miss on Sunday, and that's why Indiana loses the NBA championship.
The threes have been terrible.
For OKC has been so bad.
The assists.
Do you look back to Game 4, bro? They won Game 4 hitting with three threes. Yeah. I have no idea how in 2025 you can do that. Yeah. So like Indiana, that was the biggest botch for me if they lose this series, man. Game 4, that is a huge game.
I have a question for you. Okay, let's say the Minnesota Timberwolves lost to the Warriors. Yeah, with the healthy Warriors. Do you see the Warriors being able to beat the OKC Thunder?
No, and honestly, they would have struggled against Indiana. This is bias for me. Why are we talking about the goal? We're acting like ESPN right now. Why are we talking about the Golden State Warriors?
I was just wondering.
They would have gotten dominated by OKC if they somehow Shea and J-Dub get injured in that series. No, they're losing to Indiana. You're not beating OKC, bro. You're not. It's ridiculous. It's insane. And honestly, you struggle against Minnesota. Like, I don't know what we're doing.
Because we didn't have Steph.
Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, you played Minnesota. I forgot. my bad. Wait, who do OKC? You struggle against Denver. Like,
what?
You struggle against Denver if you played them. This guy's so retarded.
No.
The Golden State Warriors struggle against the Denver Nuggets if you play them.
Yes, but we didn't play them.
I'm saying if you play them, if they somehow beat OKC, you would have lost to Denver as well.
No, we wouldn't.
You would have.
Anyways,
Quinton Post was your starting center. Like, I don't know how many times I've said that.
Hit more threes than Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, and you still would have lost.
Okay, talking about Game 7. What's your predictions?
Listen, let me tell you this, right? For OKC to win, they will need to hit their threes.
They will.
For
Shea will need to take over.
For Indiana to win, they will need to play really strong defense on J-Dub. They cannot let anyone else go off in this Game 7. And I'm really intrigued to see how OKC comes out because they're gonna come out with energy. Will they go back to shooting the three? Will they go back to chucking up these threes? They were getting good looks, man. They were. But like if you've been consistently not been shooting the three well in the series, do you go for a 3-point shooting like master focused like game? You know what I mean? I lost track of that. It's like it's really tough to think. And then on Indiana's side, can they get Tyrese Halliburton to play well offensively? Can they get Pascal Siakam to continue his good play? Can they get anything out of Miles Turner? Will Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith hit their shots? Will TJ McConnell continue? A lot of question marks in this game, man. Look at Obi Toppin, who we haven't talked about. He's been incredible in this series. Will OKC key in on the others?
OKC has been in one has been in one Game 7 already this playoff run.
Yep.
But when you're in a clutch game, the last player you want to have the ball is Tyrese Halliburton.
Yep.
So, like, genuinely, I don't know. Like, I want to go with the pick of OKC because they've been more dominant. Mm-hmm. They won 68 games. They haven't lost back-to-back games this playoff run. But then you look on the other side and you look at the Indiana Pacers who have literally fought so hard all playoffs long.
Yeah. I will err on the side of this. I think in Game 7s, especially in these playoffs, it has gone towards the side of the team that has been clearly like the more dominant team in the series. Golden State versus Houston, you guys were clearly more dominant. You won Game 7. LA versus Denver, it was a little closer, but I'd say Denver was the more dominant team in that series. They won Game 7. OKC versus Denver, OKC was more dominant. They ended up winning Game 7. So it's, what's it called?
Who's been more dominant this year?
It is a lot closer, but I do think OKC has been a lot more dominant in the series. I think they've controlled the game better than Indiana. I think it's a lot more to say that. I'll say it this way. I think it's a lot more to do with OKC's mistakes. Like Indiana's wins, a couple of them have been because of OKC's mistakes versus OKC's wins, where I just think like they were the better team in that game. Like, and that's why I'm going with OKC because I don't think they'll make those levels of mistakes that they have in the past. In Game 7, if they do, and Indiana forces those mistakes, credit to them.
What was game? How did Game 3 go again?
Game 3 was Indiana win, and that was the one game where Indiana were dominant.
Yeah.
I would say, but like,
and Game 5.
Oh, obviously, yeah, yeah, obviously, but like Game 1, it's I don't know, man. But also OKC were up in that Game 3, man, and then they choked it away.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I wouldn't say.
But then also Game 4, they choked it away.
It kind of, but like OKC looked a lot better in Game 4 than Indiana did in like Game 3.
I don't know. It's been so like
it has been very even,
look,
dude.
For example, Indiana crushed Game 6.
Yeah.
Right. The Thunder crushed Game 2. So there's been times, but defensively. I know we just talked about the Pacers, but it's hard for me to see like role players play better at home.
Yeah.
Alex Caruso, Lou Dort, like just defensively and. Tyrese Halliburton has not been the same player. Like this calf strain's real. If it was a regular season, he'd be missing.
He looked really good though
he
last
did,
game.
He
like
did.
Yeah, the scoring wasn't the shot wasn't falling, but like his playmaking and his defense. The most impressive thing to me was how intense he was defensively because it's hard to play intense defense while injured. So credit to him, man. But he got some rest as well because of the blowout. So that was helpful, man.
Damn, I'm going with OKC. I am cheering for the Pacers. I'm one of those guys that love the underdog story.
I mean, it'd be cool.
And I feel like it's more likely that the OKC Thunder make it than the Pacers.
Like, that's the thing, man. OKC's going to win eventually, bro. And so,
I mean,
maybe it's this
the
year.
West, Wemby.
But they're built for the future, man. That's the thing. They're
This
built.
is the youngest they'll be.
This is literally, like, they're only going to get more experience. There's a good chance they're back next year.
Do you think it's going to be a close game?
I hope so. That's what I said. You're on the side of the Pacers. I'm hoping for a good game because we haven't gotten a game 7 yet. I'm afraid of a blowout.
I know, same.
I'm
like,
very
I
afraid
feel
of a
like they're
blowout.
just gonna come belt to ass.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing how OKC comes out, man.
I know.
And Indiana's gonna have to survive that first wave. They struggled in the first wave of Game 6, but then they came back.
Yeah.
You know, OKC went out 10-2 in Game 6, and then Indiana came back and like leveled up, man. They
Yeah.
were so incredible. And
I think Chet Holmgren's I think it comes down to the bigs because Isaiah Hartenstein has not played many.
yeah,
games.
Isaiah Hartenstein hasn't been
double big.
Isaiah Hartenstein's been pretty poor as well, man.
Yeah.
I feel like they've lost a lot of the minutes that Isaiah Hartenstein's been playing. I don't know what it is because I wouldn't say necessarily as a player. He's
I
been
mean,
playing too bad.
they started the series off not going with the double. Big.
I would start Alex Caruso.
Yeah, instead of iHeart.
Yeah. I was thinking about Lou Dort, but yeah. I would start him over Isaiah Hartenstein. I think to make sure you bring that defensive intensity out of the game, man, because you cannot start off slow.
Yeah, you cannot.
Especially if you're OKC.
But especially if you're
Bro, if you're OKC, you cannot give them any chance to think that they're gonna win.
I think if actually not, I would take that because we saw that in Game 1.
Yeah.
But the Thunder crowd's crazy. Like
Yeah, man,
the atmosphere in that building is going to.
They
be
have the crowd
electric.
advantage, man. Indiana's been great too, but
Yeah.
like OKC, they're loud city, man. They're insane, bro.
It's gonna be interesting. I mean, do you care who wins? Do you have a preference?
Oh no, I don't care. Pascal
Pacers?
Siakam
Yeah.
ring, SGA ring. I'm cool with either. Like, and I ain't an SGA hater. I think there's a lot of cool, winners that'll come out of this regardless. Either Tyrese will get his ring. That's a cool story. TJ
Yeah.
Miles after so long. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But then OKC side, SGA gets a ring to start his incredible career.
Yeah.
He gets a ring. He's probably already the greatest
MVP,
Canadian.
Finals
He's
MVP.
probably already the greatest Canadian player of all time.
over Steve Nash.
Over Steve Nash. Steve Nash didn't win a ring. Like
He won 2 MVPs.
Yeah, so the SGA has one. I'd take a ring, a Finals
True, yeah,
MVP. You know what I mean? Over that. So, you got Chet Holmgren and J-Dub, the Gen Z TikTokers winning a ring already. You got
Jay Will.
Jay Will would be Jay Will as well. Yeah. You know what? I'll say this as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Jay Will some minutes.
He's looked impressive.
He looked good.
Isaiah Joe.
And I don't know why they went away from him.
Isaiah Joe hit the most threes last game.
They can't play Isaiah Joe, man.
Defensively?
They can't. The defense, man.
Yeah.
He gets attacked, bro. And like, dude, I don't know why they went away from the Jay Will minutes because he looked really good in that. He's the reason they were really good
He was
against
the Jokic
Denver
stopper.
until Caruso was the Jokic stopper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just went away from him. They didn't need him against Minnesota, but like that's an adjustment for them, man. He's waiting for them. I know Kenrich Williams has played well, but I wouldn't mind seeing Jay Will get those minutes instead of him.
Yeah.
But like, it's gonna be
Man,
interesting.
I would love for a big Tyrese Halliburton game.
That would be hype. But
Like-
he's hurt, bro. He's
Do you
playing
think? Okay, let me ask you a question. If Tyrese was to drop 40 points in the closeout,
Yeah.
do you think he wins Finals MVP?
No, you give it to the person more consistent
Think so?
in the finals. It's a Finals MVP, not a Game 7 Finals MVP. That's why I was like, why the hell did Fred get a vote? You know what I mean?
But like, okay, Game 1, for example, Tyrese Halliburton. I guess Game 3 was Pascal Siakam.
Bro,
Like when he took
Siakam's been a lot more consistent, man.
Yeah.
Even in the losses, Siakam's played like and gotten his stats. So I think you give it to Pascal Siakam. I do think people will vote for Tyrese, but I don't know. I'd rather give it to Siakam.
Yeah, Siakam has had 19.
But is this
50
also assuming Siakam plays bad in Game 7?
No, like he drops like
Like
20.
then you give it to Pascal. Like, you know what I mean? I think you give it to the more consistent player. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to. Not moments, man. Because then, you give it to give it to Fred VanVleet.
I think what gave it away was the Tyrese Halliburton Game 5.
Yeah.
Like, because
but he wasn't too, bro. He's getting outscored by Alex Caruso in the first 3 games of the series. Like, you don't
Who?
Tyrese Halliburton.
No,
In the first 3 games.
that's impossible.
Or in the first
I think it
2
was
games, maybe.
No, because the second game he had 22 and 11.
Okay, it's Alex Caruso had like 18 in
but
both
it's still
games.
not outscoring him.
Okay, fact check it, bro.
I
I'm
will.
telling you, I saw this. Like,
It was only game 1.
For
Game
Caruso?
2. No. Yeah, no, he didn't.
let me count this up. Because like this is where was Alex Cruz? Bro, Alex Cruz had 0 points.
Alex Caruso had 11 points in game 1.
Okay.
Remy Tyrese has.
And then 20.
Okay.
And then 20 in game 2. Tyrese had
17.
17.
And then 22.
17 and 14, you idiots.
Wait.
Oh my god, this guy's so dumb. That's actually even though.
It was 14 and then 17.
Yeah.
Oh, game 3 was the big one. Okay, yeah. So it's game 2.
So it's 1 and 2, bro. Who cares? That my point is he hasn't been the Tyrese Halliburton that we're used to. So like, I don't know if he needs to step up. If he's struggling, you bench him, man. You can't. It's game 7. Yeah, I don't care if he's your star, bro. I don't care if he wants to play. You bench him, bro.
I'm so hyped.
Especially if TJ's playing well.
Well, we both got Thunder winning.
Yeah.
And we're hoping it's a close
Which means, and listen, I've bet against Indiana all playoffs long. If they prove me wrong again, I won't even be shocked.
Like, I'm not confident in the Thunder. I'm just...
It's not that I'm not confident. I'm confident. I think they can win it. But, like, it's so tough, man. It is. I don't see Indiana winning. I'm sorry.
Moving on from playoff basketball.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of news. We do have the Desmond Bane trade.
Yeah, already. This is like the earliest I've ever seen a trade.
For those who don't know, it's Desmond Bane for Cole Anthony, KCP, and 4 first-round picks.
Yep.
One of those being this year's pick from the Orlando Magic.
Yep.
And then also a Phoenix Suns 2026 pick, which is so confusing.
Yeah. That pick is like very heavily protected, apparently.
Yeah.
But it'll probably go to Washington or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
I think looking at the trade initially, we all were like 4 first-round pick. That's a haul. But now that like you kind of saw what
and it is.
No, for sure. But now that you see like the picks, like this year's pick isn't crazy.
Yeah.
The Phoenix Suns pick.
Still, man, picks are picks, bro.
I know, but like KCP's contract.
Offloading. They had to give up a pick to get that off their books.
And I feel like Desmond Bane fits perfectly. The T-Rex is coming to the East.
That's what I mean. Like the fit was never my doubt. It's just giving up that many picks. Like,
and hey,
to be fair to them, if he's your guy, if he's who you believe is the perfect fit,
then, exactly.
Give up, bro. Like Orlando's not gonna be bad within the next 4 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's another thing I wanted to say. And the East is the most open right now than it's ever been. Yeah. Like this team can genuinely
deadass. Like next year,
they can be the Pacers of
and then it comes down to just one series, bro. Like just get finessing of a series win against the OKC Thunder. And that's what it comes down to. But I feel like there's gonna be a lot of surprise teams in the East. Orlando.
How do you like this for both? What do you think's next for the Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies is a retool. Honestly, like Desmond Bane, It seemed a little bit weird. I don't know. I think the experiment with him was done. You gotta fill that positional need now, man. Because like Jalen Wells is gonna start.
Yeah,
is it Jalen Wells?
I don't think they're done yet.
Yeah,
they're looking to. They're eyeing a JJJ extension.
I saw a lot of because they had interest in this player. I want to get your thoughts on it. Kevin Durant is there for them. And I think he fits well. What are your thoughts about them going after Kevin Durant, using some of these picks?
I do like the fit, but I think they think that they're not close to a championship.
Okay.
And if you're going for a KD who's a 37-year-old, like I think you might as well just retool the roster.
But then follow-up question, why not blow it up if you don't think you're close to championship?
Because you have young assets.
Like who?
You have young pieces like John Morant, that's your building guy. So is JJ.
But how much better are they going to get? I think we're seeing close to the prime of Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. He wasn't very good last year, of course, but like Ja Morant, he wasn't very good last year. But like we know
he also hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Yeah, so when he is healthy, we've seen what Ja Morant can bring. Do you think that's enough to win a championship, especially in the West? Like, you know what I mean? Do they have time?
But the other question
I'm not saying they should blow it up. I'm just
the other question is, does KD even want to play there?
Huh? Yeah, that's it. That's another thing. But like the Kawhi Leonard type move, if you believe Kevin Durant could push you to winning a championship, you make it. So, and maybe he does want to play in Memphis, and maybe it just hasn't been an option to him. What I don't get is the Miami thing.
Yeah, I mean, staying away from KD, I just want to wrap up the Grizzlies talk. What do you grade the trade?
For Orlando, I'll give it an A minus.
Yeah,
I think
I was saying B plus A minus, and I think this is
just because I like the fit so much.
Yeah, I think this is one of those win-win trades. Like you need offense if you're Orlando. You have a guard who's on the younger side and can match the timeline of
For the Grizzlies, I'll give it a to be decided based on what they do next.
Yeah.
Because if they don't make a follow move, then this isn't the best for them. But getting 4 first-round picks is pretty good. Shout out to them. But I think if you told them they'd get 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bane, they would be insanely happy. So
if you told them that they got more picks than Luka,
I hate this so much, bro. It's so dumb because Anthony Davis is with 3 firsts, bro. Himself, what are we doing?
Part of me gets it because it's like I don't think it's.
And KCP is worth -1 first.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes no sense, bro.
But also, you 1 first-round pick for Luka.
Of course, they should have gotten more. But
I hate when people.
What are we
use
doing,
that.
bro?
I remember you were arguing someone. It's AD's 3.
Yo, we're acting like Nico Harrison just threw a first-round pick at.
Rob Pelinka.
The other one, yeah. Rob Pelinka gave a first-round pick for Luka Doncic. It makes no sense.
But KD. KD has a list of teams that he wants to play. Miami, San Antonio, the Rockets, and...
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. What are your thoughts? There is many offers, which I don't understand because from all the reports I'm seeing, the Raptors have offered Quickly or Barrett, Jakob Poeltl, and the 9th overall pick.
But these also could be rumors because I just saw a report that we don't want to give up Jakob Poeltl, so I don't know what's happening with those.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the Raptors? You want me to talk about the Raptors?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, because as a Raptor fan, right? Do you truly believe that this core with Kevin Durant? It's obviously exciting.
Yeah.
The step number 1 is seeing if he's willing to sign an extension. Don't think he will. And if you bring him in, you don't have a big man if you give up Jakob Poeltl, so you need to keep 9 no matter what. But Phoenix wants 9 to make the trade. So it's
can you make?
They're really intrigued by 9. So it's
can you make the trade? But that's the highest pick that they can get.
Yeah. You can make a trade without Jakob Poeltl.
Oh, you can't, even if it's Barrett and IQ.
You can do Barrett and IQ because then that would require Phoenix to combine contracts, which they can't because they're a second apron team. So it's very, very it's tough to make a deal if I'm the Raptors. I don't think they will. I think they'll make some sort of deal in the draft. Honestly, I'm slightly thinking the Raptors might move back in the draft.
Do you think so?
I think I've seen a couple.
Carter Bryant.
I think Carter Bryant is. I'm cool with taking Carter Bryant at 9. I love him, but what's it called? I've seen some of the people they've worked out. I see a lot of reports coming out about them wanting guys like Danny Wolf. Which if we pick Danny Wolf at 9, I will absolutely crash out. But those are players that would be available if you move back, with Brooklyn or something. You know what I mean? So I think the Raptors will make a move. I don't think it'll be for Kevin Durant. Now moving on to the 3 teams.
Before we move on to the three teams, there's one thing that surprises me from both Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh yeah.
They have offered Rob Dillingham their first round pick with Rudy Gobert and Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
Right? Rudy was part of the deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you're the Suns why you don't accept that already. And again, maybe this could be rumors. But Kevin Durant, why does he not want to play?
Yeah.
Which is something I don't understand.
I agree with you on the fact that if I'm the Phoenix Suns, I'm doing that deal. Just screw you, KD, man. Enjoy Minnesota, gang. If the Timberwolves are hearing how hesitant KD wants to play with them, and they're still making these offers, then I'm all right, bro. You messed yourself up.
Maybe they think they're one piece away.
I mean? Yeah, exactly.
But they're also.
Will KD hold out?
I don't think KD.
KD could hold out, bro.
He will not hold out.
He's the type of player to do that.
I don't think so.
But what's it called? To your point. To your point about KD, that I understand. Look at the teams he wants to play with, bro. Miami Heat. You think that has to do with anything with championship? He doesn't care about winning championships. What he cares about is at the end of his career, he wants to be Texas, no tax state. No, Texas is a no tax state. Yeah. There's San Antonio, Houston, and then Miami, which he doesn't what's it called? I obviously want to retire in Miami.
Other Texas teams are there?
I don't believe what's it called? Dallas Mavericks. But I don't think what's it called? Florida's a tax state as well.
Are they really?
I don't think they're a tax state, which correct me if I'm wrong, Americans. But what's it called? Yeah, the 3 non-tax states. Miami's hype. I think it's the destination for him. Who wants to go to goddamn like cold Minnesota, bro? You know what I mean? Like Toronto, the only reason he messes with it because he likes the city. Minnesota's Toronto without the nightlife. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell's going on in Minnesota?
Bro,
like,
I'll be so hyped if KD came.
It would be a fun year, but
Like,
he's gone instantly. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, if we win another ring, we did.
Yeah, again, I don't care, but like, it's just, will we? I don't think so.
Scotty.
I think at the end of the day, we're gonna go back with the score. I'm excited to see what they do.
IQ, Grady, Ingram, KD, Scotty. Run the Scotty at the center, bro.
Can't believe you just said that.
I know, I'm just trolling. What is this? Okay, let's say we give up Jakob, Barrett, and 9.
I don't know.
What's the starting lineup?
You use the MLE on a center, so let's
And
say
start
Brook Lopez.
IQ, Ingram, KD, Scotty.
Brook Lopez. Like there's some type of MLE
That
center.
moves me. I can't lie.
It's
3
fun.
All-stars, bro.
It's fun, but 3 All-Stars. Yeah, technically 4. Brook Lopez was an All-Star.
Okay, now you're pushing it.
Technically 4 All-Stars. So.
But yeah, let's go. Moving back to the... Wait, sorry. Before we think, RJ Barrett has become one of the most underrated players.
He is.
Like, I saw a tweet where
but
it's
at the same time, I also think he's one of the most overrated players by Raptor fans.
Yeah,
because people, let's keep it a buck, man.
He's
I don't know where this whole thing about him being a good defender came from. At best, he's an average man. I do think he improved defensively, but at best, he's an average defender, man. At the end of the day, scoring 21 points per game on a trash team, it's not the biggest flex, man. Otherwise, we should be hyping up guys like Cam Thomas and you know what I mean? Yeah. Kobe White should be this insanely valuable player. So to my Raptor fans, let's relax. But both things can be true. I think he is underrated by the general NBA fan, but I think he's also overrated by the general Raptor fan. So, and you will because he's a Canadian. You tend to be connected to him. So I want to see my boy do well.
But going back to the 3 teams, do you have anything else? I don't understand the Miami fan.
I don't get Miami at all.
I don't
get why Miami wants him.
Yeah.
I get why KD wants to go there, but I don't get why Miami want him. I don't know what, giving up Khalil Ware, which you will have to do.
They said
I don't know what the roster is not good enough, bro. It's just not good enough.
I think Miami's whole thing is they want to try getting Kevin Durant.
Do they think they still have Jimmy Butler?
Facts.
Maybe Pat Riley's asleep or something. He has dementia. Maybe he thinks Jimmy Butler's still on the roster or something. I've been saying he's washed though.
No, but I think their whole I think they're trying to get a deal done, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Without Khalil Ware added.
Yeah.
They're trying to give up a home podcast.
Oh my god.
And contracts.
Yeah.
Which I just don't understand, because the Suns are not stupid.
Yeah.
The Suns are better off holding on Kevin Durant for one more season, genuinely.
I mean, I don't know about that, but they definitely have to trade him. But what's it called?
Come to the Warriors. Wait until August.
Honestly, if I'm Phoenix, bro, just full sending that Minnesota deal. Screw KD. Get on my team.
Okay, that's another question I want to ask you. I saw this on ESPN. Does the Phoenix Suns owe it to Kevin Durant to send it to them?
No.
Yeah,
what's he done for him, bro? He's done nothing for them. I think you work with them, but if Minnesota's offering you this package, I'm sorry, KD, but I gotta I gotta do.
You've been here for 2 years. It's 2-3 years. It hasn't been much.
He's won a playoff series for them. That's it.
Has he?
Yeah, he won the first round.
Oh, with Chris Paul.
Yeah, what we doing, man?
Did you see that he was in on the Bradley Beal trade?
Was he?
Yeah, he said he came out and said that.
KD, man, what are you doing?
mean,
that trade to this day never made sense, man. I never.
Did you see the Boogie
trade.
Cousins reports?
Oh yeah, they got beef as well. I don't know why. I don't know about the best source for Boogie Cousins, but I love negativity, so I'm believing that report. I'm loving it. I want to see the clips. Show the video, bro. Send the video. Come on, I want to see Bradley Beal scrapping with Nick Richards, man. Come on, let's go. Let's see it.
No,
this is random. I don't know if you've seen. What are your thoughts on Team Jamaica? They're starting to build a pretty solid roster.
It's Asar,
Amen, Norman Powell, Scotty Barnes, Isaiah Hartenstein, Isaiah Stewart, Nick Richards. These are potentially.
Yeah.
Nick Richards.
And what team is this for?
Josh Minot.
What team is this for?
Jamaica.
Is it Bahamas?
Jamaica, brother. This guy's Mahdi Najee is racist, guys.
No, who's Bahamas?
Bahamas is Buddy Hield, DeAndre.
Okay,
I
saw Buddy. Okay, I got
That's insane.
Okay.
This guy got his Caribbean nations mixed
same
up.
colors, you know.
It really isn't.
I mean, there's blue in both of them.
Yeah, no, there. Oh my!
There's yellow.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yellow.
That is insane.
I'm sorry, I've not memorized 200 and...
Blue in Jamaica?
No, yellow. I said yellow.
You said blue.
Yellow.
We have it on video. You can't get away with this. We have it on video. But what's it called?
I mean, team saw it.
My god.
Did you have anything else to say about Kevin Durant?
This just reminded me of that Memphis, the Memphis, Texas clip, bro.
Facts.
That's been lost in the archive somewhere.
Going back to Kevin Durant, we're all over the place. Kevin Durant, Rockets offered 10 and Jalen Green for Kevin Durant. They want Reed Shepherd, Jabari Smith. What's your take on it?
If I had to predict, out of all the teams, I would go Houston. Because, first of all, it's a mix of their package. They also look the most interested. I've seen a lot of San Antonio, but I actually don't think they've been very interested.
They said they're not going to go for Giannis.
Which, yeah, fair enough, man. Keep going with this young core. I think, bro, Dylan Harper, I love that, man. And, like, they just have so many good point guards. Like, it looks back, it's like, why? Bro, because I love the idea of Dylan Harper and Victor Wembanyama together. But, like, they just got De'Aaron Fox, got Stephon Castle. It's such an overhaul, man. So, like, I think the Giannis move is inevitable. I think the star move is inevitable. Like, it's going to happen eventually. Sooner rather than later. I don't know who's going to be a part of it.
I just want it to be done, bro. Like, it's so sick and tired of all these, like, reports. Like, it's cool, but, like...
I think by the draft, it'll be
100%.
Yeah.
I think before the draft. I think as soon as the NBA Finals...
The draft... There needs to be more room between the draft and the goddamn finals, by the way. There's, like, 3 days after the finals, and it's the NBA draft. The NBA draft is this Wednesday, bro. You know how insane that is?
That's crazy.
We're going right there to that, to Summer League, and then this giant, like, gap without anything.
I mean,
until
that's
free
where
agency.
Trades...
Yeah. True, but, like... It's like that's like 1 day out of the month, man. We just talk about Karl Anthony Towns trade for like a month. Like it's not too much to talk about, but yeah, it's interesting, man. I'm excited to see.
I'm really excited.
Excited to see what my team does.
Inshallah, Kevin Durant Raptors.
Yeah,
the Raptors have seemed very interested though. Like
I saw someone say we are 100%, whether big or small, we will make a move this summer. Which is cool. That's exciting.
Yeah, I love movement in the NBA.
Yeah. I love seeing, especially with my team, we don't make that many moves.
Jonathan Kuminga's market's really questionable. What's going to happen?
Pat Connaughton just screwed the Bucks by.
I was thinking about this. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say you're a GM. Okay, and I'm making $15 million.
Yeah.
For this season.
Yeah.
For one season. What if I approach you and say, "Give me a contract"?
Yeah.
Right.
Extension.
Give me an extent. I would decline.
Well, people do that.
No, but like bums don't do that normally.
No, sometimes people do that.
Really, like who?
Yeah, like, I don't know it off the top of my head, but sometimes people.
Like
do
I
that.
ask for 4 years, $7 million a year.
Yeah, I'd do it as a GM. No, but it depends how bummy you are. You know,
I'm Pat Connaughton.
4 years is wild. You don't know how bad Pat Connaughton's going to be in 4 years.
4 years, $7 million.
No, but $7 million, that's a contract that you can add to a trade, you know what I mean? So maybe you do it, but it's like, I don't know. You could use this contract as well, $9 million. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, it's $2 million.
No, I'm saying if I'm 15.
Oh, 15? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. 15's not solely. You could use the $15 million in a contract. It depends what you plan on for trades for the upcoming season. So it's very context-based. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I mean, Giannis is probably saying, like you said about the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad he's staying in the sense of, like, one team guys. But, like, I don't know what's next for the Bucks because Damian Lillard's out. You're probably losing.
I'm excited to see what next season looks like for them.
Yeah, you're probably losing Brook Lopez. I have reports that Bobby Portis and the Warriors have mutual interest. So I don't know what's happening for them.
Retool.
Giannis is out there trolling on TikTok. Bro,
Giannis' TikTok is the funniest thing in the history of mankind, bro. And he's heard all the rumors, all the people be like, come to us, and create a TikTok and is like making tier lists on fast food, bro. like it is the greatest thing of all time, man. Shout out Giannis. Keep trolling, brother. Keep trolling. Doing Q&As, saying, should I start streaming? Like, you know what I mean?
He said that?
Yeah, he was like, his wife was like, oh, this is what streamers do. They do with the Q&As. He's like, should I start streaming? And his wife's like, no.
When she says she's ready for number 5.
Nah, bro. Oh my God, he's so funny, man. I love him. He's so good. Like,
some Fanatics news. Cash Nasty finally met LeBron James.
Congrats, Cash.
And Kai. Yo, honestly, Kai has so much goddamn motion.
He does have motion.
He is so like, bro. He's such a real one for bringing cash. And like he's just meeting LeBron like they're homies. Like he's not even hype. Like he forgets about the picture.
I think he's met him before.
He has.
Like, what's it called? That's.
He was like training cash. He's like, this is what we're gonna
that's
do.
so funny. That's cool, man.
And then he.
Flight is next, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if he hinted at Flight.
Oh, did he?
He said, "Yo, when you get that."
I mean,
call,
it's gonna happen eventually.
He's like, I don't want to tell you. Like, I'm not spoiling anything, but when you get that call, you better have your phone to answer.
Yeah, facts.
And like he manifests, he's like, if I ever meet LeBron or I meet Steph, like Flight and Cash is the first guy. But low key, they were like glazing LeBron, not Cash, but the other guy with him.
Yeah,
was like glazing Bron.
Well, and then it was a Bron fan as well.
It was so funny, bro. It was so funny. Kai said, ask LeBron, have you seen Cash Nasty stuff?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah. His ass hasn't seen
and
it.
then Cash is like, goes to Kai, like after, he's like, I know LeBron so much that he was lying to me.
Yeah, that's 100% cap, bro. He has not.
But I think
he's seen a clip. I think maybe he's seen him punching the laptop clip. I don't know if you've seen that.
Maybe, yeah.
But like, what's it? You haven't?
I have.
Oh, you have? Thank God. My God, finally. This guy, like, I'm chronically online, so, like, this guy does not know anything, bro. Like, I'll create a reference, and he's like, oh, I've never seen that. It ruins my vibe, bro.
Some really, you watch MMG, right?
Yeah. I love MMG so
bro,
funny.
His Wheel of 2K intros, bro, are the most unhinged shit, bro.
Yo, you need to go on. You need to
go to his beanbag and stuff.
You need to go on TikTok and search up MMG out of context. He is like, actually, I have no idea how he hasn't been canceled yet, but like, it's garbage.
Have you watched MMG?
I used to watch him for NFL.
Do you watch his Wheel of 2K?
No, but I watched him for.
That shit's so funny.
I know, but I watched him for NFL.
I'll show you some stuff off cam.
All right, bro.
Do you have anything else to say?
No, man. Okay, final like thing before we get off. Who is gonna be the hero of Game 7? And who's going to win? We already said OKC. Who's going to be the hero, though, of Game 7?
Caruso.
Alex Caruso.
If it is
the Thunder, it's
Caruso.
I'm going to say, and I saw this on Twitter. They're like, oh, there's always that one random role player that goes off in Game 7. Aaron Wiggins is going to save basketball and win OKC.
I want to ask you, how do you save basketball?
Huh? Oh, it's just a meme. Like, he went off one game, and, like, someone made a tweet like, yo, Aaron Wiggins saved basketball. It's just been going on forever. Okay. Like he saved basketball.
I was really confused.
Yeah. I'm aware you're confused because you clearly do not understand anything when it comes to like internet jokes.
That wraps up today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. We're out. Peace.